there, guys. It's Mia here. I am so excited. I am so excited. Today's live is about stepping into your dream. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant. And I got started in my company over 26 years ago. And I simply made the decision to go to work leveraging my own gifts. I was a corporate trainer by trade. I knew all things on curriculum development, instructional design, buying, and teaching licensed content for the Fortune 100 company that I worked for. And I decided one day that I'm really great at what I do. I'd love to be able to take what I do and do the exact same thing for myself. Trusted myself, stepped into the dream, and my life has been unrecognizable since. And I would say specifically, my work life has been unrecognizable. Now, if you have been looking for a way for you to step inside your dream, you're going to love this. You're going to love this live today. And I've got a treat that I'm going to share with you also as a result of you being here today. I decided that I would launch my business as a mom coach. That's how I got started. And initially, I wrote a book called Time for Mommy, 5 Essential Strategies for Mother Self-Care. It was a hit. And I knew that if I just focused on being authentic and sharing who I am and what I know how to do and the results that I know how to create for others in a systematic way, that there would be women who I could support in a tremendous way. What I didn't know was that I would have the opportunity to pitch my brand and my business and my products and services to corporate brands, Fortune 100 and 500 brands that partnered with me to create a movement to support moms around the world. And what I didn't know also was that I would get signed to 2 Emmy-nominated and nationally syndicated television shows. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you that that dream that you have inside of you to go to work as yourself, to take all of those talents that you already have and to leverage them. It is not just a pipe dream. There is absolutely a place for you. You're going to love this live today. And as a result of me stepping inside of my dream, I built in the first 7 years of my business an amazing mom coaching business. And I only coached moms around identity and showing up for themselves and for them to understand that if you don't know yourself, your children will absolutely never know who you are either. And so let me just make sure I can see you guys here. And so that's how I got started in my business. And I had a lot of those women that would say to me over and over again, can you, Mia, show us how we can build the business of ourselves? And I said, absolutely, positively. Can you show us how not to over deliver and over give and trade time for dollars? Can you show us how to build a time rich business? Because I built a 6-figure mom coaching business. This is 20 plus years ago when the word high ticket didn't exist. So now it's a buzzword, but I want you to understand it's not a buzzword. It's a practice of knowing how to properly value your knowledge. Now, today I'm going to be talking specifically about stepping into your dream. And I've got a surprise, right? So you got to stay here to see what the surprise is going to be. And I want you to understand that, to me, stepping into your dream means that you're going to tell the truth about who you are and how you can show up in this world in your giganticness. Owning your bigness is what I call it. And the fact of the matter is the world is served most by you being all of who you are. And I can tell you that's absolutely true. As a result of me growing my mom coaching business, I decided to start coaching women in business. And over the last 17 years, I have been called the chief giant, and I primarily support women with standing tall for themselves, showing up and understanding how to value all of your education, your background, your gifts, your talents, and your skills, and not underselling and not undercharging or playing a smaller game or developing models that create a cap on your income or being so credentialed that you allow it to cripple you from what is really amazing about you, being afraid to go out on your own and really understand that you can do this. Now, stepping inside your dream to me has a couple of core components. And before I tell you those components, I want to tell you what it isn't. Stepping inside your dream isn't dreaming big about something and then not being committed to the thing that you have these big thoughts about. And unfortunately, so many women, so many individuals are always thinking about what they want to do, what the big dream is, or sitting on the beaches of the world, but they don't want to do the work. And the work is, you've got to change this part. You got to change how you think. You got to change how you see yourself. You got to change how you show up. You got to understand that being afraid is a part of the process. You got to understand that investing in yourself at the highest level is part of the process. And let me explain. Because if you are this person, whenever it's time for you to show up for yourself and make an investment, you are looking for a discount, you are doing this thing all wrong. The fact of the matter is, you deserve a full solution. And a full solution is the result, is the answer, it's the thing you've been looking for. And I can tell you that I've coached thousands of women over the years, and many of them have come to me and because they were searching not for a full solution. They were searching for a discount. They were searching for a bargain. They decided to invest in themselves at the smallest level, and guess what they created? The smallest level of result. So when you've got a big dream, you've got to be congruent with that dream. And that means that your investments, your behaviors, your mindset, they're in alignment with the bigness that you see. So a big dream requires faith, and faith requires action for anything to happen. I hope this is resonating with those of you who are watching, because the fact of the matter is, you don't get what you want. You get what you work for, okay? Not what you whine about and not what you wish for. You get what you work for. And that means that you do have to put in time, money, and energy in order for you to manifest that dream. So now that we kind of got the ground rules set about what stepping into a big dream requires and what it isn't, let's talk about what it is. A big dream, in my opinion, it means that you're going to do something that you have never done before, and you don't know how you're going to do it. So every time I think about the biggest dreams of what I've accomplished over the years, whether it was getting signed to a television show, and I hadn't done any television at that time, I didn't know if I could do it. I actually didn't know if I would be able to remember what I had to say. I had never been around that many cameras or professional crew. I'd never done it. But a big dream, stepping inside a big dream, means that you are willing to say yes to doing something, and you actually don't have all the answers as to how you're going to accomplish it. Are we clear? If we're clear, you're right. I'm clear. Hashtag I'm clear. Stepping into a big dream requires courage. And the reason that so many people back out or accept that small dream, that thing that's not congruent with them and it doesn't work because of it, is because they don't have courage. They don't have the courage. It takes courage to pursue the thing that you don't know how you're going to do it. But there's this still voice inside of you like, you know what? I believe this is what I was meant for. I believe this is what I was created for. And you step into that. Now, if you need to be convinced, you know what I mean? You need someone to wake you up in the morning and say, hey, you could do it. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those of you who each and every day you get up, there's a calling on your life, and that calling comes forward all the time. And you know you can do it, but you don't know how you're going to do it, right? But you have the courage. You have to have that courage to move into that direction. And it's almost always when you do those things that amazing things happen. The other thing you have to do whenever you want to step inside of your dream, you have to get creative. Creativity, to me, is one of the best ways to step inside of your dream. There's that saying, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. And it's true. And it's one of the best statements ever. And unfortunately, so many people are creatures of habit. And let me explain to you what it looks like. They want to step inside their dream, but they want to coach themselves, right? They want to read all the manuals. They don't want to hire anyone that's going to help them. They don't want to invest in themselves at the highest level. And therefore, a month, 2 months, 3 months into stepping inside their dream, they say, it didn't work. Well, you know why it didn't work? Because you wouldn't change. Okay, somebody write amen, hashtag amen. Because the fact of the matter is, if you're not willing to change and you're going to do things the same way you've been doing them that created no results, guess what you're going to get? And this is why so many people don't have the third thing, which is confidence. You see, confidence requires doing. Confidence doesn't come from just thinking about something. You become confident in the thing by the actions that you take, by the decisions that you make, by the showing up for yourself, right? You're like, did I do this? By facing your fears, you become confident. And there's so many people who are like, I want to do it, but I'm not sure. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my resources. And what if it doesn't work? Well, the reason it's not working is because you lack confidence because you don't take actions. I know I'm being tough. You know how I am. But I'm tough in love, because the reality is, if you're going to show up giant for yourself, that's the only conversation I want to have with you, then it's going to require the truth. And the truth is, confidence is an action, right? Confidence isn't just a thought. And I've become confident in many things over the years by facing my fears, doing things I didn't know how to do, and from the activity of doing things consistently and persistently over time. Hey there, darling. Change, Mary, that's a belief, right? So thank you so much, Mary, for sharing. I appreciate you for being here today. But let me just address what you said. I'll put it on the screen here. Mary writes that some people can't afford to be confident. So, well, I can afford to be actionable. You know what I mean? I mean, it didn't cost me any money to write a pitch to someone. It just took time, persistency, and consistency over time for me to show up for myself. We could choose any excuse or any reason and make that our truth. It doesn't make it true. Okay, it doesn't make it true. There are people right now who are making things happen just because of their activity. And over time, they become better believers in themselves. They get to dream bigger dreams and they get to be more creative because they are stepping into actions that have allowed them to become confident. And confidence doesn't require money. There are people who, you think about some music artists, like before you had all the social media and all these things going on. Many of these guys they would make their music. Okay, they had the talent, they would make their music, and in the trunks of their cars every day, they're out selling. They built confidence that other people would like their shows. Think about Tyler Perry. My gosh. I mean, he created his place. He wasn't sure if anyone was going to come. Okay, are you kidding me? He wasn't sure if he would make any money, but he was willing to do it. And it was his confidence in himself over time, but from taking the actions, dealing with empty theaters eventually, that allowed him to build the skill set to be amazing. So I just want you guys to hear me on this, just hear my heart on this. I'm always all about showing up like a giant for yourself in tremendous ways. And I always say excuses are useless. At the end of the day, we could focus on what we don't have, or we can look at the things that we do have and use those things. I hope that this is supporting someone here. Okay, Marie said amen. I appreciate you for that, Marie. And thank you for joining me today. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant. And what I do is I support women with standing in their value and packaging their intellect, their education, their experience, and their expertise into a high valued product, online or offline. Even if they don't know how to do it, I show them how to position themselves, how to price what they do, how to sell without being salesy, and more importantly, how to get their minds right so that they can really stand in their value. All right, today we're talking all about how to step inside of a dream. And I've got a quick surprise I'm going to share with you guys in a minute. And this is an example of stepping inside your dream. And it's the only conversation that I think is important to have. Are you getting value? Okay, let me check in. If you're getting value, even if you're watching the replay, I would love to know, are you getting value or are you getting value? So I wanted to do this live today because whenever, this past week, or I should say this past month, well, all the time really, but this past month, I was, coaching clients on the coaching calls. And it's amazing watching these women who get this idea around what it is that they want to do. They've never done it before. They take that step. I have one client that's worked with me for about 5 weeks, and her first sale, she was selling what she does. Hey there, darling. Candace, if I'm not telling the truth, so you can tell them you were on those calls. I have a client who was charging $1,000 an hour. And then as a result of working with me, she made her first sale, which I believe was I think it was $5,000 or $6,000. And then she just wrote me this past week and said, "Hey, I just sold my first $9,000 product." And I love that. Everything that I'm talking about right now is having the confidence, having the courage, having the creativity to be able to show up and stand in your value. But let's be clear, had she not made an investment in herself, she already had the talent and the skill. It was the knowledge of how to market and package her intellect that led her to be able to close $15,000 in a 30-day or 5-week period of time. See, I love that, right? Like I'm into that, and I'm actually not into women who don't have the habits of mind to understand that, because there's a club called Something for Nothing, and let me tell you what you get in that club. Nothing. Okay. It's like there's nothing in the Something for Nothing. Okay. I can tell you that. There's nothing that's going to happen when you make an investment. You go to the free training, do the 5-day piece. You're not getting what you need. And it's the reason why so many people today are spinning their wheels. They are conflicted about investing in themselves because you didn't choose a full solution for yourself the first time. But if you don't get it right, don't say I didn't tell you, because I'm telling you right now, right? So everybody's got to fix their wig, okay? So I wanted to come on here today and talk about stepping into your dream. And because I received this from one of my amazing clients, and I wanted to unbox it with you. And I was trying to find the right moment to be able to do it, because it's so exciting when a client does demonstrate to me that they have the vision to step inside their dream. They do all the work. And when they have the confidence, right, the action, the habits of mind, they're consistent, they're persistent to do it. And then equally, when they have the creativity, the thing that's already inside of them, and they're willing to apply it, and they have the courage to put it out there in the world, great things happen. So anybody want to see the great thing to happen? If you want to see it, I want you to write, I want to see it. Like what is it? I haven't seen it. So anybody want to see it? If you want to see it, I want you to write hashtag I want to see it. And then I'll share with you what makes me so excited. Women who are in action, women who don't make excuses, women who show up for themselves, women who are believing bigger for themselves each and every day. And I'll tell you why this is important, because there's not anything that I've ever done for myself where my kids have not been the direct benefactors of my growth. You want to help your family, grow yourself. Okay. You want to put your kids through college. Let me tell you, let's talk college. Okay. Don't get me started. Right. You want to put your children through college and money's not a concern. Look, grow your business, invest in yourself, learn how to do that. All right. I've invested in my kids just in elementary, middle, and high school, over $1 million. They're all college age. The college, come on. Like, I don't even know how much, let me think here. Over $1 million in college. This is like $1.3 million or something like that. It's been my investment. My oldest son got a full ride. So with the other two, like literally, guys, so if you don't grow your business, okay, and you don't invest in yourself, how do we create powerful choices for ourselves first that translate to our family? You want to open doors? You want to open doors for your family? Open a door for you, okay? And if you wake up in the morning and you think about how it's not going to happen, why it's not happening, you already know you need to change your mind. And you need to get around other people who think differently. The last thing I'm going to say that I'm going to show you, Marie, is you got to have community. You need to be in community if you have a big dream with people your own ambition level and above. And I'm all about it, okay? All about it, because there's nothing like being in community with people who make your can't possible, all right? Because you can no longer believe it. You might be home, stuck in your story, believing, your what happened, whoever said no to you, whatever, you were trying to sell and they said no to you, and you might believe that's your truth. And then you get on a coaching call, and you realize, look, she could do it, I could do it. We were just on a call this past week, right, Candace? One of my clients gets on. She's a hairstylist, has a high ticket package. She sells for $2,500. She sold not one, but two. Okay, like not one, but two on that particular call. She shared that result with us. That's powerful. That's like Imagine being this person saying it won't work. Hey, Chanel, good to see you. It won't work. No one's going to buy it. And instead you realize, no, those are belief systems that I've embraced that I need to let it go. You guys need to write, let it go. Candace writes, yes. All right. So here's the unboxing. I want to keep my promise. I'm not going to keep you guys on long. I haven't seen it. But want to see it. All right, so this is for one of my most amazing clients, and she is a giant in every way. And it's always an honor to coach women who can say yes to themselves. It's a privilege to be able to be just a small part in their journey and to support them with elevating to show up like the most amazing giants that they are. And she sent me this box. I have it turned this way so you won't see her address. So I'm going to open it and let's see what she sent me. But I know it's awesome, so I'm real excited about it. Okay. Oh man, she's good at taping. She's probably the person that does all the Christmas gifts because. Okay, so we have a black box. Okay. All righty. How do I open this? Isn't it exciting? Ooh. Okay, so there's a card in here. Let me just take a peek and see if it's something I can share. Okay. Oh, okay. You know, clients, I love them. They're amazing. So it says, Mia, thank you for being the winner you are. Enjoy the read. Okay. Oh, let's see. Okay. Well, looky here. So first of all, let's look at the packaging here. So can you guys see? Everybody see? Okay. Is this cool or what? And this is her book. This is a hardcover. We like this. Okay. This is called action. Okay. There's a whole book, right? This is called creativity. Okay. You can't have a book without it. So what a beautiful book. Her book is Divorce is Not a Destination. Can you guys see it? If you can see it, right? Yes. Y'all need to go to Amazon right now and get it. Divorce is Not a Destination. Act, enjoy. How about that? I love this. It's a path to overcoming heartache, rebuilding confidence, and living with joy after a breakup. And I love that. And it's Dr. Lisa Summerall. Dr. Lisa Summerall, can y'all see it? I'm going to try to put it in the camera. Isn't this a gorgeous cover? All right. It's okay to say it's gorgeous. And if you're watching the replay, say it is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Now she has clipped a page for me here. It appears. Okay. Oh my gosh. I love my clients. They're just, look, I could cry on here. Okay. I'm going to just try to keep it 100%. Oh, and she wrote a note. Okay. I haven't seen this, guys. So y'all are seeing this with me. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So this is what she writes. Mia, thank you. Could take another book. I don't, thank you. Thank you. This book wouldn't be the same if I had never met you. Continue living life in the Joy Act. I love that. Thank you, Lisa. You know I love you. I'm super proud of you. And I'm excited. Make sure you guys get the book, okay? And then she has, oh, you know what? I love her. What are we going to do with this, right? So she has Mia Redrick, the Chief Giant, the coach to help you package, position, price, and pitch your knowledge into a high-ticket service or sales offer. As a business owner, my experience with Mia was life-changing. As a woman, finding like-minded women willing to share thoughts, ideas, knowledge was life-saving. It was the professional lifeline I didn't know I needed until I found it. How beautiful is that? You guys, make sure you get the book. Get it for someone that you know that would benefit. I mean, I think that one of the greatest things is being a friend like that, being a person that pays it forward that way. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. Well done. The cover feels great too. Just feels awesome. So, did you get value today? This is my unboxing. All right. I love this. Okay. And you guys got to see it with me. And I hope that you tag Lisa Summerall. And that's, you see her name here. Help you tag her. And I hope you get the book on Amazon because, we all know someone that could benefit. And I love having on my bookshelf books that can really support others, right? I don't even know if y'all can see one of my bookshelves in my office. This is my office. Okay, I think you see my bookshelf over there. Okay. Any ahas, any takeaways as a result of being here? I'm getting ready to sign off. But I wanted to come on here today and talk about the importance of stepping into your next. And Lisa is a great example of stepping into your next. It's an honor to coach a woman like that, a woman that knows who she is, who isn't afraid to be gigantic, to share her gifts with the world. And I love that. And I hope that this inspired you in some way to do something different. And if I can support you in any way, I'm here for you. If you haven't seen my webinar, you will see I can post the link here for you, or you can go to miaredrick.com and click on the webinar. Let me type it for you. If you have been following me for a while and you haven't taken a next step to package yourself, I invite you to check out the masterclass, which thousands of women have attended, and it's been a game changer for so many people to package their knowledge. And if you're hearing this right now and you're like, oh, you're getting ready to sell me, I'm not selling you. You need to sell yourself, okay? At the end of the day, it's a privilege to show up for yourself and get the things that you need. It's an honor to be in a position to be able to do that for yourself, to be in the decision to think that way, all right? And those are the kind of women I like to work with. I hope that this has supported you in some way in being giant for yourself. Maybe you do something different for yourself right now, or you write something down that you're going to do first thing in the morning. But understand that every single thing that you do for you to grow you, everyone in your world benefits directly as a result of it, all right? I love you, and I hope you have an amazing night, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night.